John Park, PGI Self-Directed. Today's video is kind of confusing by the title, and it's not because I like to talk in threes. Custodians, custodians, and custodians. What does that mean? Well, first of all, let's talk about custodian number one. And custodian number one, we all know who that custodian is. That's going to be a large financial service company that they hold your IRA, and you have the opportunity to invest in stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. You don't have checkbook control of those funds. If you asked if you could invest in anything else, such as real estate, hard money loans, investing into a business, not going to be able to do that. But they'll certainly tell you that you can spend your money any way that you see fit buying stocks, bonds, mutual funds. We all know who they are. Like I said, they're the big companies. That's custodian number one. Custodian number two, let's call them a traditional self-directed custodian. What a traditional self-directed custodian is going to allow you to do is to be able to invest in those same assets, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, but they're also going to allow you to invest in non-traditional assets, things that are still permitted under IRS regulations, but that the first custodian, because they're not getting paid on it, doesn't allow you to invest in. So with a traditional self-directed custodian, you're going to be able to invest in things like real estate. You are going to be able to invest in hard money loans, investing in startup businesses, etc. But with a traditional self-directed custodian, they typically are holding that IRA checkbook. They're not giving it to you. Anytime you want to make an investment, you have to make that request to them in writing. They'll send out the check. They fund the investment, etc. Okay, well that's a little bit better step, or a little bit better offering than custodian number one. But is it really the best? So now let's look at the third type of custodian. And in the business, it's kind of referred to as an IRA LLC custodian. What this type of custodian will now allow is we're still using the custodian to hold that IRA. That's, by the way, is a congressional mandate. An IRA has to be held by a custodian. But how do you get that checkbook control of your funds? Well, through the establishment of an IRA LLC structure, that custodian will now permit you, provided the legal documents are in place, to actually move monies from that IRA account into an LLC account. What's the benefit of that? Well, the benefit is now, as manager of your own LLC and of that checkbook, you now can make investments in assets that you want to make investments into. So no longer are you prohibited to just stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. You can invest in real estate, you can invest in hard money loans, you can invest in those startup businesses. But unlike custodian number two, you're going to be able to invest in those, and you're going to be able to literally pull the checkbook out of your pocket. So, custodian one, custodian two, custodian three. If you can have legal control of that checkbook and invest in any and all assets permitted under IRS regulations, do you think you might have an interest in having that checkbook control of your self-directed IRA? Hopefully this kind of cleared up some confusion related to a custodian, and a custodian. Don't know if I made sense of that for you. But if you just remember those three, and the third one being the checkbook control of that self-directed IRA, that may be an option that might be intriguing and attractive to you. Again, this is John Park, PGI Self-Directed. Thanks for watching today. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 855-844-2225. Thanks.